Hey guys, today in Art Club with Miss Burford we'll be making a Matisse Inspired Portrait. You will need a sheet of white card, a selection of coloured paper or card, scissors, a Pritt stick, some black watercolour paint and a paintbrush. The first thing you are going to do is to take some of your coloured paper or card and cut some really organic shapes with your scissors. So don't draw these out, just let your hands flow. And a tip for this is to keep the end of the scissors open, otherwise you get slightly sharper edges and you want them to be rounded and flowing. You'll want to vary the size of your pieces of coloured paper or card. So you'll want long pieces, short pieces, really wriggly pieces and slightly rounder pieces. Repeat this with each colour that you have. 4 colours is a good selection to go for. 4 or 5 colours is what I'd recommend. Next, on your white piece of card, you'll want to place your organic shapes in different positions to see what you think will work. You need to keep some white spaces and overlap some of the colours. So this was the plan for my layout, but it did change when I started sticking it down. But you can see I have a good balance of white background against the coloured paper and card. Stick these pieces of paper or card into position and really make sure that the edges are glued down so they're not going to curl up. Trim off any excess pieces of coloured paper or card so that it's flush against your white card background. Now we're going to move on to the painting part of this project, and you're going to use some watercolour, which is quite pigmented. You want it more pigmented than water. So you're going to create a U shape in the centre of your picture, and as you see I'm doing it in one smooth sweeping motion. You want a nice smooth line for this, but I just went over the bits where the paint started to fade out at the end. And I topped up the paintbrush again to keep my black paint loaded on the brush, and then I drew a number 5 very loosely with my paintbrush. You can either do a number 5 or a number 2. Create your eyebrow and nose, and then on the other side where you haven't done an eyebrow, you'll want to just draw a little curve for your eyebrow, and then we can move on to drawing the eyes. The eyes, I just did a line and a semicircle. You could also add a lower lash line as well if you wanted to. It's your picture, you decide how you'd like to do it. For the mouth, I added a smiley line, and then I did a wiggly line above that to suggest that there's some lips there. Then you can go ahead and add your hairstyle. So I did a curl in the top because I often have a barrel roll in my hair. So I put this in the centre and kept going over the line to keep it nice and smooth, and then added the rest of my hairline. So because my hair is curly, I added a nice wavy line. Otherwise you could add a smoother, flatter line with some jagged bits on it if you've got straight hair and if you've got layers in it. Try and pick out any features of your hair. So I did the barrel roll, and obviously if you have shorter hair you can draw your hair shorter, but just connect the line up to the face outline that you've done, so the hair will meet the face outline. Now your person needs a body, or at least some shoulders, so you can draw a neck and then add some shoulders, just very simple shoulder lines, and then think about what you want to wear. So I'm going to paint what I'm wearing today. So I'm wearing like a black pinafore dress. So I added some black straps and the dress part to the bottom of the paper, and just filled this in with a solid black colour. Then I just joined up my hair to the body, otherwise it would look a bit random with it just floating and finishing in mid-air. Finally, just let it dry, and then you have a Matisse Inspired Portrait. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more art lessons like this every Monday, and other art related content every now and then. See you next week for more Art with Miss Burford.